It was a mass shooting happened in Arkansas the other day. I want to check this out. I didn't get a chance to watch it. A mass shooting in Arkansas, like it's too close to home. So if it happened in Arkansas, it'd happen anywhere. If it happened in Arkansas, it'd happen in everywhere. In Louisiana, I hope it don't happen in Louisiana never. But man, Arkansas, what the world? Normally it'd be in a big state, like a bigger place. But that ain't the case. It's crazy. They be saying it be the government be doing that. You know, I don't know. Allegedly, conspiracy theory. I don't know. What y'all think?
We are following breaking news at this hour. 10 people were shot at a grocery store in Arkansas. 2 people are dead. The attack happened outside a local supermarket in Fordyce. That's about 70 miles south of Little Rock. A police officer was injured but is expected to recover. We're getting video into the newsroom from the scene. We want to warn you first. You may find it disturbing.
We are live here at Mad Butcher in Fordyce, and there's a shooting going on.
Wow. It's crazy.
There's somebody lying in the parking lot, shot.
Disturbing, terrifying, call it what you want. It is an absolute nightmare, one that Casey Rodriguez lived. He was at the scene of the shooting and recorded that video.
Oh, this is wild.
I'm sorry, is it David or is it Casey?
It's David.
It's David. I'm sorry. I misread your name. I apologize so much, and I apologize for you having to go through that. What can you tell us about what you heard, what you saw? We're so happy to see that you're safe.
Thank you. It was pretty wild this morning. I just pulled into the station next to our local grocery store to get some gas, and we heard some popping going off, and at first we thought maybe it was the fireworks stand, and then we heard the sirens coming and the police pulling up. People started running all over the place, and I noticed one of the victims on the ground, and it was just pretty wild.
Somebody just pulled up. Mass
So
shooting's
sorry.
crazy.
Again, I don't think words can express what it's probably like to go through something like this. This is an absolute nightmare, as I mentioned.
In
State
Arkansas.
police telling us 9 people were shot, 2 fatally. That officer also shot, making it 10 with non-life-threatening injuries. Police saying right now the shooter has been critically injured and taken into custody after being shot by law enforcement. But David, what can you tell us about this area? Is it an area you frequent? What can you tell us about the Mad Butcher?
It's deeper than what we think it is.
It's like I say, it's our local grocery store, the only one we have in town other than a small Fordyce Walmart. I come from a small town just outside of it. We have to go there to do our shopping, and you know, we don't normally hear about things like this going on in our local community. So it was quite a scare.
What compelled you to start recording?
The fact that when the people started running, I just pulled out my phone and
Oh, snap.
tried to get what I could to see what was going on.
What was going through your mind? Was there any point where you thought you should take cover?
Yeah, actually, the ambulance had pulled up beside us, and once the people started running and I realized it was an active shooting situation, at the end of my video, I was ducking down in my car because there was hundreds of shots going off at one time.
Hundreds of shots.
When you hear just how many people were shot, 2 of them fatally, those are the numbers we currently have from state police, what goes through your mind?
It's just tragic. It's a tragic thing to see what's going on in the world today, you know, and
Sure.
these incidences like this.
What do you want people to know from seeing your video, and what do you want people to know about your community?
Well, we have a good community. Uh, I just want people to stay safe and look out for each other.
David Rodriguez, again, we're so happy that you're safe, and we're so sorry that you had to witness what you did today, but thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you. That type of stuff that had nobody want to go to the grocery store or nothing.
Food for every single meal of my life.
That'd have you scared to even go get some food or something. Or anything.
I want to bring in now Ken Vanderswam, who was near the grocery store during the shooting. He joins us now. Ken, you just listened to our other interview. I'll ask you the same first question to you. Where were you? What did you hear when all this was unfolding?
Okay, I work at the Spartan Intimidator there at Fordyce, which is right on the corner, about 3 buildings down from the Mad Butcher, and I was working outside, and we have a dumpster behind us, and I thought somebody was throwing stuff into the dumpster, so I was listening, and all of a sudden, it just broke loose. It's like you see on TV, pow, 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 shotguns and small arms fire. And that's when I figured out that it was actually an active shooter somewhere, which was close because the shots were real close. And after that, we secured the building inside. We had a lot of people that ran into the store crying and screaming. So we gave them refuge in there. I'm a former police officer, so I was armed. And I let these people know that, that they would be safe inside the building with us. And we had a lot of kids that were really traumatized. So what we did was we got to the manager's vehicle and took some of them to some of their family further out of town. And then we come back and we secured the building. Everything was good. The police continued to come in, the ambulances, helicopters, what have you. And anyway, the manager made a decision, since the road was pretty much blocked off, that we could go ahead and close the store. But yeah, I'm kind of shaken up. It was something like you'd see on TV. It was definitely shots fired continuously. And like I said, I could tell it was shotguns and small arms fire. But that's about all I saw and all I heard.
Do you agree with David that it was hundreds of shots?
Hundreds of shots.
I believe it could probably be close to 100 shots. Yes.
That's a lot of shots.
Ken, I feel like we're having the privilege of speaking with a real hero. You gave people refuge. You promised protection in such harrowing circumstances. You said there were kids who ran in. What can you tell us about who ran in, what they were saying to you, what they were doing?
They were actually in the area of the shooting. So some of them said, well, they locked a person in the car in the Mad Butcher parking lot, what have you. And we had an older lady that was, she was traumatized big time. And I was trying to calm them down with the assurance that they were safe with us. And but anyway, we got them carried to some of their family, and then we brought some of them back with us and left them in the building with us until their family or whoever come pick them up from the building there, and then after that we left.
You mentioned, Ken, that you heard a couple of different kinds of firing. Can you explain again what you were hearing and what, in your law enforcement background, that would lead you to believe in terms of, do you think it was a shooter and then you heard some law enforcement fire, or what do you think it was you were hearing?
I can't really tell you, but I will tell you it was shotgun and small arm fire. It was just one right after the other. It was nonstop. It's actually like you'd see on TV in an active shooter situation where.
I'm gonna end that one right there. That's crazy though, y'all.